Raymond is after us and he knows where we're going.
Okay, Lana, calm down. You can make it. We're on the second floor in the radiology wing.
You can't send us an ambulance or something?
We can't. Everyone's got their hands full here. Those of us who still have hands anyway. And I haven't heard from the last group we sent out. Lana, you can do this.
Lana, stop. You're making a terrible mistake. You don't have all the information.
Professor, leave us alone. I won't let you hurt her anymore.
I would never hurt Amy. She's the future of humanity. We need to meet. Let me explain.
I've already seen your explanation. It's been trying to kill me ever since I left the center. What have you done? Are you insane? You destroyed a city because of Amy?
These events surpass even my understanding, but they seem to be inevitable. I've always known that this day would come. I am not the cause, but Amy is the effect. She is my greatest accomplishment.
I'll never let you touch Amy again.
Lana! Lana! You're giving me no choice! Don't make me do this!
Alright, so welcome to Chapter 5, the most hated chapter of this entire game. And I'll explain to you why in just a second. First, gotta move this out the way. And there's a zombie over there that I'm gonna hit with my crowbar, which will automatically break the weapon. And I won't have a weapon for this entire level, for most of this level anyway.
Damn, this is useless now. I need to find a new weapon.
Okay, so I don't have any weapons. And I don't have any syringes, so this level is all about stealth. Well, most of this level is anyways. It's all about stealth, and the reason why this level is so hard, and I'm gonna leave Amy right there, and I'm gonna go over here real quick to contaminate myself faster. Like, I could just wait it out, but if you actually go here to this vent, you can get yourself contaminated faster, and I'm gonna need that. And this level is the hardest because there is no checkpoint until you get really far into this level, and if you get spotted by the zombies just once, it's you have to start all over at the beginning. So that's why it's hated by a lot of gamers and reviewers. And I'm gonna move this box, this crate over here, and hello fellow zombies. And then I'm gonna move this one over here, this crate over here. So yeah, so this one you have to be extremely careful. It took me so many hours to figure out what to do, and you know, the way I'm doing it, I wouldn't actually consider the right way to do it. This is just my way of doing it. There may be other people on YouTube or something like that who may know of a better way, but this is how the way I handle this chapter. So as you can see, I'm really highly contaminated, and I'm gonna go ahead and move this little car over here. There's still one more thing I gotta do to see how... Oh, my mutation! It's getting a hold of me, so I'm really contaminated right now. But there's still one thing I want to do, which is set off this phone. Like so, because it'll distract those two zombies over there, and I'm gonna need them distracted in order to progress. Now, now that I moved everything out the way and I distracted those zombies with the phone, I'm gonna go over here and call for Amy, and I'm gonna make sure to do it over here because if I recall her too early, she may go in between those two zombies that are on the lookout and alert them. So I call Amy, and thank goodness too, because I only had like a few more seconds left on my mutation. And I'm gonna wait for that zombie right over there to turn around, like the one on the back. And there he goes. So now I'm gonna make my move, and that other zombie, I guess he's blind, he can't see us. Okay, now here is one of the hardest parts of this chapter right here, is this glass. I gotta be very careful when I move through the glass. You can't even walk or, you know, crouch past it. So what I do is something I like to call the frame rape, where like I just move. You see me how I'm inching and scooting like this with Lana? This is how I get past the glass. I move very, very slowly, because if you were to make if you were to even walk normally or crouch normally, even as slow as she can walk or crouch, it'll still make sound on the glass, which will alert the zombies, and it'll be game over. You gotta start at the beginning. So this part is pretty annoying actually, because you have to take it really slow, and this is why I wish there was a checkpoint or a save system here. I could save it right before I do this part, or have a checkpoint right before I do this part, because when you lose, when you like alert the zombies or whatever, or die, you have to do this whole part over again, and it's just time consuming to do this because it's so slow. But this is how the way I do it. And now this is the way I do it. Let me just reiterate that there may be another way to get past this part. I don't know it. This is the way I do it. So if there's anybody else who knows a different way, you know, I suggest you guys make a YouTube video of it to show me and show other people an easier way than having to go through the glass on the floor like that. And there's a zombie over there, and once he starts moving like that, strutting his thing and freaking it, like, then you just walk past him, and don't worry, he won't see you, even though he should. He won't. Just walk past him and just go all the way around, and just keep going, because he's just making a whole round tour. He won't see you. Just go around all this and then go around that, and he won't notice you. And then go behind, there's a truck all the way over here, an 18-wheeler all the way over here, which has a glyph on it on the door. So I'm gonna have Amy draw the glyph. It's a shockwave glyph, so I'm gonna have her do that. Okay, so now that Amy has the glyph, she has like 5 shots that she can use. So what I'm gonna do is, there are 2 cars I want to set off that have alarms on them. Oops. Let me move her over here a little bit more. So the first car that I want to set off the alarm, and let me just get good positioning. I think this will work. Yeah. The first car that I want to hit to set off the alarm is all the way over here. This one back here. Then as soon as I hit that, I'm gonna go ahead and have Amy hit this car over here. And then I'm gonna make a break for it. Make sure I move fast, because there's a zombie coming to investigate that car. And then there were 2 zombies that are currently going over to the other car that I set off. And then I'm gonna hide behind this. And then I'm gonna have Amy wait right here. And then I'm gonna break away from Amy and go over here and just wait out my mutation so I can turn into a zombie, or at least pass as a zombie. And then I'm gonna set off another car alarm, and then so I can progress further. And as we wait, I'll go through the story a little bit for those of you who still want to know a little bit more about the story and what's going on right now. I mean, from what I've said before, nothing's really much changed. I'm still trying to get to the hospital with Amy so that I can take her to Dr. Ellen Lavagna and she can do some tests on her. And Professor Raymond of the Phoenix Center, who's been treating Amy wrong, you know, who's been sending those soldiers after me, is still doing that. You know, he's trying to convince me that what he's not doing is bad, and that, you know, Amy is, you know, like the big piece of the puzzle to all of this. But Lana's not listening. She's not having any of that. She's still trying to get away from Professor Raymond. And that's about it. And I'm still trying to make my way to the hospital. Okay, so now I'm trying to get to this car over here. And I'm going to set off the alarm, like so. And it's going to get those zombies back over there. And then once they're in like the good positioning to where I think they won't spot Amy, I call Amy. Just as I did now. So you got to be kind of careful with that, of how early you call Amy, because you don't want Amy to be spotted by those zombies when she's running towards you to catch up with you.
I would love to just come up Ellen, but we can't get through to the front doors. The passage is blocked.
Okay. There's an access through the basement, but I'm not sure that it's clear. Dr. Jonas took a group out that way, and I haven't heard back from him.
That's good enough for me. I'll find it. Let's go, Amy.
So this is basically the last zombie that you have to avoid, and hey, this one's easy to avoid. Just hide behind the cover, and just when he turns around like that, you just move from cover to cover, and it's pretty simple. And then as soon as he like comes back around again, he's about to do, there we go, and then he's going to turn around, and once he turns around, I'm going to go into the alleyway over here to the right, down here, And I actually need where that zombie is. There's a key card and a wooden stick. So what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna make sure I'm stay crouching so I don't alert that zombie. Because if you run in here, you can still alert the zombie. And there's a glyph over here, which I don't actually need, but if you do, there's a glyph right there. I'm gonna leave Amy right there, and I'm gonna get some space from her so I can turn into a zombie. That way I can easily just pass this zombie by and pick up the key card and the wooden stick without him, you know, making a fuss and alerting and getting alerted and all that stuff. And like I said, there's a glyph in that room where I left Amy. If you need a glyph for some reason, because you are gonna need to break open some wooden planks in a little bit. But I still have 3 shots with Amy, so I don't need to do that. I don't need her to draw the glyph. And so yeah, I'm just currently waiting out. And like the way you know that you're a zombie, or at least can pass as a zombie, is by, you know, the screen turning kind of red, and then the walls start shaking, like buildings and stuff like that start shaking and moving. And that's how you know you're a zombie, and that's what it's doing right now. So I can pass as a zombie. And so here we go. So here's the key card over here. Okay, got that, and there's a wooden stick, which at this point I technically don't need a wooden stick right now, so I did so well. Oh, okay, so now I'm gonna start crouching because I was heavily contaminated where I would walk slow. Yeah, if you leave Amy alone too long, she'll start coming towards you, but at this point it's alright, because I already did what I needed to do. Okay, and as you can see, there's still no checkpoint. So everything I did up until now, I haven't had a checkpoint. So that's why this level is so frustrating. If I were to mess up for some reason now, I would have to start all the way over, which is why a lot of people hate this game, or at least this level, which makes them hate the game in general. Alright, so I broke open those wooden planks, and here comes a guard, a soldier. And so what I need to do now is hide in some lockers over here. So as you saw, as soon as I entered the locker, that's when I got the checkpoint. So that's a long time in between the beginning of that chapter till now of getting the checkpoint, and you can't save it, you know, so you can't save in this game. So it only automatically saves after each chapter. So now you can see why people get frustrated at this game.
Amy, I know they're scary, but I'm going to get you to the hospital. You'll be safe there, I promise.
So leave Amy on this elevator while I go down the ladder, and then call the elevator down. So yeah, so I hope that what I just done really helps you if you already have this game and, you know, find chapter 5 frustrating. I really hope that this walkthrough has really helped you with that. That's my way of getting past the stealth part of chapter 5. So I just hope it proves useful for you, because I know it is difficult. And I turned on Amy's lantern because it's gonna get dark where we're about to go to over here. So like it just starts getting dark, we're about to go to like the sewer area. So yeah, so I have her lantern on so I can see. And now that we're here, there's a crowbar that I'm gonna pick up. Got that. And then just go over here, and it's got to solve a tiny puzzle, not really big. Gotta open that up, and then what I'm going to do is that there's a gate that I can fit Amy through, but this turns her lantern off, unfortunately, so I just have to, since I already know where I'm going, it's not that hard for me, but what you gotta do is, once you get Amy through that hole, you go over here and to your right, you go all the way down here, and then there's another place where you can go to, but Amy has to, you have to have Amy press the button so you can open that gate. Now before I continue on, I'm going to have Amy turn on her lantern again, and I'm going to go down here and it's like a little, go over here next to this dead body. I'm gonna have Amy wait right here. That way, because I'm gonna need to come back to this dead body in just a second, and so I'll just have Amy have the path lit up for me, so I know where to go exactly. And I'm gonna go back over here where Amy opened that door for me, that gate, and then there's a DNA scanner that I need to do, the DNA machine. And so now that I have to like look for the dead bodies, the authorization codes that I need to open that door, and that's why I have Amy over there waiting for me. And so I'm gonna go ahead and scan the dead body, and there's gonna be zombies coming out. So whoa. Luckily they only go down with one hit. Where's Amy? She might be in trouble. Oh! If she's not, I'm in trouble. Let me get some distance. Alright, take him out. Alright, and oh. Whoa! Give me some distance. That's not good. Okay, I should be good for now. Like, if you keep on waiting here, more zombies will come, so it's best to just get out of here. And then, since I got the authorization codes, go ahead and use my DNA scanner on this machine.
DNA match.
That'll end the chapter.
Access granted.
And so that ends the most frustrating part of this entire game. And there's only one more chapter left, chapter 6, and I'll upload that real soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon.